This was an illegal takedown.
And the Mueller report must be made public.
I think the Mueller investigation went on far too long.
Because this is an extraordinary use of government surveillance power.
I want the whole damn report.
Do not think you can bury this report.
The president and Democrats weighing in tonight on the story that everybody seems to be talking about. A summary of the Mueller report that states no collusion between the president and Russia. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the News at 10. I'm Rick Chambers.
Happy Sunday. I'm Courtney Friel. Now that the Attorney General has released his summary of the Mueller report, the fight is on over how much more we'll see.
Yeah, the president is claiming vindication, but Democrats are saying not so fast. Our John Fenoglio has been following all the developments in this story. He's with us in the studio tonight. John?
Court and Rick, AG William Barr sent a 4-page letter to Congress summarizing the main conclusions from the Mueller report. Now, the letter appears to back up the president's claim that he did not conspire with Russia. Barr also says the evidence was not sufficient to support a charge for obstruction of justice. But Democrats say they won't be satisfied until the full report is released. President Trump returning to Washington, D.C. in high spirits.
I just want to tell you that America is the greatest place on earth.
After learning special counsel Robert Mueller found no evidence that he or any members of his campaign conspired with Russia during the 2016 election. But whether Mr. Trump illegally obstructed justice remains unresolved. Attorney General William Barr and Deputy AG Rod Rosenstein deciding Mueller's investigators had insufficient evidence to support a prosecution of the president for committing such a crime. Barr also cautioning that Mueller's findings clearly state, while this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate him. The president declaring victory anyway.
There was no collusion with Russia. There was no obstruction.
Trump eager to take revenge on his political enemies.
This was an illegal takedown that failed. And hopefully somebody's going to be looking at the other side. So it's complete exoneration.
President Trump is wrong. This report does not amount to a so-called total exoneration. Special counsel Mueller was clear that his report, quote, does not exonerate, close quote, the president.
House Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler calling for the full report to be made public and announcing he'll be calling on Barr to testify before Congress in the near future.
The entire unfiltered report, as well as the evidence underlying that report, must be made available to Congress and to the American people. It is unconscionable that President Trump would try to spin the special counsel's findings as if his conduct was remotely acceptable.
The report does not recommend any further indictments. The 22-month investigation has already led to charges against 37 defendants, which included 26 Russians, 3 Russian companies, and 6 Trump associates. Some of Mr. Trump's closest advisors were also swept up in the probe, including his campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, his national security advisor, Michael Flynn, and his personal lawyer, Michael Cohen. From a legal perspective, what comes next?
From a legal perspective, the Southern District of New York is where this is all going to play out. Maybe something at the state level, but that's very unlikely. Really, where this debate shifts is back to Congress and the Democrats in the House, Gerald Nadler with the House Judiciary Committee, Adam Schiff with the House Select Committee on Intelligence. They will continue to pull at various threads of the Donald Trump presidency and hope that they can find something to impeach him.
So what happens now? Well, AG Barr has said he wants to release as much of the Mueller report as he can, while Democrats, of course, have said they want all of it made public. You can expect a politically charged battle over how much is released and to whom, a fight that could very well be decided by the U.S. Supreme Court. I'll have more at 11. Back to you.
All right, John, we thank you for that. And stay with KTLA 5 for continuing coverage on the Mueller report and the political battle just ahead. We're going to have live coverage as more details unfold. And you can also find instant updates at KTLA.com or on the free KTLA 5 app.